Take a look, guys. We're going to start going over the chart now. Okay? So we're going to come all the way back to the weekly. And we're going to go right to our candles. So look, when you see your candles like this. Alright, look. So when we have our candles, we're kind of in this consolidation zone. Right? So when you see us in this zone, let's get more people on the call. Guys, bring people on the call. Anyone who wants to join this call, come on. Join live. It's a great time to start learning over the market. Again, look, we have, what do you start to see here on the weekly now? We're going to start forming a new A, B, C, D. Okay? Does everybody see this? Look. And why am I seeing this? Well, because look, this new structure we formed actually, here, let's just clear everything off the chart. So this here is lower. See how this came lower? Right here. So knowing that this is lower, okay, that's going to tell us to look for a short. Come back to your candles. See, this doesn't seem lower, but it is. And when we use our TDI, we're starting to see it's coming below the baseline. Okay? So, this break here is showing us now, that's why we were potentially seeing the last couple days, weeks actually were bullish. And this is why we were shorting with GJ. But this last week ended bearish, so it kind of was a little tricky at the end of the week. As the week ends, everything's always obvious, right? What's good, what's good, what's good? Thanks for joining, what's good? Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's just the weekend, you know, we're going to take it easy. We're going to go over the charts, and I'm going to show you what's good for the week to come, okay? So, look. With this being said, come quickly to the monthly, because we're going to see how the month is going to end now. So, look. Price could come and fall back into here. Alright? And in that regards, look, your previous monthly candle is bearish. So when your previous monthly candle is bearish, we're going to still use that. Okay, we're going to use that as a type of catalyst. We're going to continue to think, alright, well, it's going to end bearish. There's still a few days for the monthly candle to close. So again, this could be a pullback, right? And then the candle can actually maybe close down here. As long as that monthly candle closes down here, okay, then we're going to be all right. So when you go from your monthly to your weekly, see, same thing, your weekly closed. So all I'm expecting price to do is maybe pull back a little bit into it and then start to fall. Okay? That's all I'm expecting price to do. I really don't want to see it do too much else. All right? What's good? What's good? What's good? Germany, how are you? This is great. Thank you for being here. Okay. So, look. After your weekly, you have a bearish candle. You come to the daily. Check out your daily. Okay? At first, you know what? With the daily, we did have this big type of W here like this. So with that being said, we were looking for price to come up. Price didn't come up, right? It did for a little bit. We caught some of these days on this uptrend here. We caught when price was doing this, right? A, B, C, D. That was clean. This was really clean, as you can see right here. Right, look, A, B, C, D. Just like this. See how clean that is? So when you have a good A, B, C, D, you usually only look for a pullback to the midpoint of your W, of your C, new extension. Look. So you would usually look for price to pull back into this area and come higher because you're looking at these highs. right? We're looking at these highs here. Because when you have a W formation, when you have something like this, what's next? You expect price to come back to this. Pull back right to this, to higher, and then higher. So the premise of this trade is for a pullback into this midpoint section of your W, which is your key fractal break, which creates A, B, C, D, right? So that's why at the end of the week, we were expecting the JPY to have a push up off of this pullback extension. Now what actually happened was it just kept coming down. Look, see the candle? We had a little fake out where it seemed like it was going to spike and come up, but it closed bearish, which allowed GJ to stay bullish, right? It shot into the air. It kept shooting into the air. So this here now, it looks like the momentum is going to stay to the downside, okay? Watch for the 4 hour. Again, now because we're starting to break here, we need to break this. With body, see it's all wick here. Again, this was what we originally had traded during our live call. We hit this, and then it turned around and went boom, boom, boom. So we're only going to expect it to continue to do the same thing. Look, go down to your 1 hour, okay? Same thing, we broke these key areas here. We're breaking below, we're breaking below. Now we're really tight here, but it's slightly lower. Okay, see how it's lower here? Slightly lower. Okay. So again, we're only anticipating for price to seriously just continue to come lower. Break this, retest, and come lower. Literally. 15. Same idea. So like you have your key. Here's your main break here. And see how it respected. Right? This is a key area. This is a key break. So price has been in retesting it here. We might see something quick and sharp as the market opens to where? Nothing very, very clear. Maybe something like this. We may get a zing in here. Because that's going to be where lining up with this. Okay. Yeah. So we may see some quick shoot up here and then like a serious tank. Cool. Okay, do you guys see what I'm showing you? Does this make sense? We're expecting something like this. We'll come to the 15th, it looks clear. If anything. Okay. Let me know. Guys, let me know if this makes sense for you. Let me know if you're understanding what we're covering here, what we're doing. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. So again, this is the basket. Come into the 1 hour with it, right? Look. Okay. We may only get, listen. We may, if we don't see this, we're just going to see one of two things. Guys, only one of two things are going to happen. Okay? One of two things. We're either going to see this pull back here like this, or we're just going to see where price starts to tank. One of two things we're going to see. We're going to see price break this, retest and come lower, or we're going to see price quickly zing in here and then come lower. And this is all we're waiting for, okay? As simple as can be. All right, this is your 1 hour. This is your 1 hour chart on the JPY, on the JPY basket. Okay, so look, then you go to your 4 hour, you make everything line up. See, basically what we're showing is we don't want price from this point on to spike above these highs. We don't want that at all. We don't want to see price come above these wicks anymore. Like if it want to do some crazy stuff up in there, we wouldn't really like that. We want it to hold this structure of this and just to come down. Okay. Back to your daily. See, because now we're starting to get this bearish structure. We're expecting a nice close under this. Our next daily candle, we really want it to close under this, or it's going to be a little tricky. See your daily on the TDI is starting to curl under, right? Even if we checked our EMAs for our regular system, I might not get it here on the daily. It's under on this, and it's under on here. So it's a little tricky on the daily. Your 4 hour, you can see it better, right? We're just pulled back to the baseline, and we're looking for continued shorts. To where? Right? To down here. This is where we're expecting price to fall to, right? This is all we're expecting for price, okay? We're expecting it to break and come down here, straight up. So with that being said, we come back to GBP, right? Check GJ. See that push up? Yeah, remove all this. Close the drawings. See how it pushed strong? Check out your monthly. Look at your monthly. See, we had a good pullback with your monthly. It could be a nice pullback and then close strong. Because we're expecting price to come up here, right? If that's your monthly, this is your weekly. And look how your weekly closed. This is GJ, guys. So with GJ, okay, we're expecting price to just push up. We're expecting to see price push up, and after that, that will literally be it, right? Hold on. So, with this being said, look, I like what I see. This is a nice weekly candle. It's a nice bullish engulfing candle that popped off right here. Okay. So with that being said, I only am expecting, okay, price to come into this slightly. We're expecting now because of the line chart, look, it did spike this low, but a lot of times that's just all you need for it to then come higher. Because this is higher too. So it's a fun game, but we're literally just looking for some kind of A, B, C. So your C is going to be a type of double tap, right? And then longer. Okay? That's all we're looking for it to do, to come back to here, right? So with that being said, we're only expecting price to maybe come back into this candle slightly. And watch, you come from your weekly to your daily, and it's in here, your 4 hour. See how this is just your little new box? Yes, right in here, okay? So any pullback into this box is what you want to do to long. We're either going to look for, watch, price to either fall into this little guy right here. Guys, it's the same idea. we might just see a little pop down here and then it goes up, or we're going to see a pullback in here and come up, right? One of two options, okay? It's possible for GJ to be bullish until here, maybe here, being aligned with the fastest correlation, then falling 191. Look, we're expecting GBPJPY to come back up here, like to 200. Guys, we're expecting it to come back to these highs, right? Which is above 200. We want to go above 200. 200's here. Yeah, we're expecting it all the way up here. If we can get this nice push all the way up here, you know, you have a 500 pip push. 500 pips to the upside, okay? 500 pips to the upside. Cool. All right. So, let's get these things out of the way here. So again, we're really looking to get sharp with price the second market opens in here. Okay, we're gonna look almost right away. We're gonna expect a push to the downside. If we can get it all the way down here, it would be ideal. Okay, and then we'll look for a long. The second price comes into here, you know, this is our potential for a nice juicy long to get a crazy entry right in here. We would look for an entry in here. You'd look for like something like this. You got to clear that low. Holy. Yeah, I'm on the 1 hour. Even if you got in on that, you know, you're going to have almost a 60 pip SL. But we're literally talking about taking it up here. Okay. Over 14%. Give yourself your one. Give yourself a little more. We don't want that big. Come to your 15. Yeah, ideally something like that. Okay. If anyone can remember, we were calling the original longs from down in here. Okay. And then we got a little choppy in this. This is what kind of tripped us out. This big trip out, when really we should have just held it. Okay. There's no reason to start short, and we had the long clear. This was our original long down here. Okay. But again, with that being said, it's okay. We're going to see a new pullback for the new week. Because remember, your weekly is just going to come in here. This high. Okay. So again, we may only get price to come back into this and then high. It may not go this deep. It might not. We can't tell. Right? We're just going to anticipate two different moves. So with that being said, that's the main pair we're going to look at. Honestly, like always, we're going to stick to GBP. You could look at Euro quickly. Because, yeah, look, our original trade, you're still safe. We were still safe with our original trade. Now, we didn't fulfill our full TP, which means we want to come back up here. We're expecting price to come back to these highs, right? And with that being said, we still have a lot of potential. Room to the upside. Same thing with EJ, right? Like, we're going to look for any pullback off the weekly. Great candle. Guys, great weekly candle. What are we looking for? A, C, D. Big push up. EURJPY, we can have a good push to the upside still. A nice push. We can get a nice push. Okay, same idea. Expecting a little pullback. Just a light pullback. Here's your daily. Here's your 4 hour. It's this big ugly candle that was the news and stuff, clearly. This guy. So as we see that, again, we're just looking for any quick pullback into it, because you can already see the price action is bullish. Look, it's already really bullish to keep pushing up, right? GJ is a little, see, it's 1 hour, it's a little different. EJ is good. Let's check your AUDJPY. It looks okay too. See, it's good on the 1 hour. We like these other cross pairs like AUDJPY, EURJPY. Same thing here with like your weekly. Look, this is something you want to learn. You go back and forth from your line chart to your candlesticks. So for your candlesticks, it looks like this, and these wicks are higher. But in reality, that was price here, and this was a break. So once we know that, what are we actually looking for? A, B, C, D. Look, A, B, C, D. You guys see that? A, B, C, D. Okay? So with that being said, look, we're going to expect a push to the high. A little pullback and a big push. Definitely up in here. Okay? With that being said, go to your daily. It's really strong. Same thing with your daily. We're only expecting some kind of pullback into this little guy. This little candle here. Daily. 4 hour. 1 hour. See, the same thing is starting to just push up. 15. So same thing with the 15, if we don't get any deep pullback in here, like maybe this right here, this looks clean. So this might be your juice here for AUD. Look, we're only expecting some price into that and then high. Okay, you guys see that? Get this out of our way, it's too much showing. Yo guys, I'm gonna throw this into the team chat if you're missing this call, the 15-minute. So here's what we're expecting for pullbacks. You look for a long in here. You look to clear this a little. Okay, and then again, we're looking to come literally high up. Okay, we want it to come up. We're looking for it to go to the moon, right? We want to break this high here. This would be a first key point of almost 100 pips, but then honestly, we want this to really soar back up here, right? Back up here, which is, over 200 pips just for AJ. Here's your 15. Yeah, this is all I'm expecting. And then a push to the upside. Okay, if we even get that. So I'll put this in the team chat so people can go over it after. So there's AUD. We want Euro. Obviously GBPJPY, right? Same concept, okay? Same concept, guys. There's this type of W we can see on all the pairs. Look for this W on all the pairs. You can find them. The price shot right out of it. right? Price shot right out of this W. You can see it on all the pairs. There it was here, it's a little uglier, but you can see it on all the pairs, right? So I'm going to throw AD in there because it's really clean. Sorry, like this. Right? So again, here with NJ, we're going to look for it to come down because it's already showing weakness. You know, you can check some other pairs like CHF, but we don't really trade that too much. See, he's dying. CAD. We want to stick with the pairs that have that bullish structure, like AUD, Euro. GBP is going to come down. Okay. NZD, see, it's going to start to push down a bit. We like Euro. See how Euro stays strong here. AUD. AUD. We have a nice strong bullish close here. So those are our two best, Euro and AUD. And again, back to the basket. If you're on your 15, this is that juicy part that we're looking for. Remember, this is all we're expecting for the basket, okay? This is what we're expecting for the basket, guys. I'm going to put this in the chat. Okay. So again, with that being said, guys, I know there wasn't a huge team here. It's okay. For those of you that made it, you're getting it straight from the source, okay? Do you guys have any questions before we end this call? We're not going to keep this going too long. It's just a few things we wanted to go over here. This is good, okay? Look, if you missed out, there's still a whole new week coming. We're going over the pairs, the cross pairs, all right? Again, there's only 1 week left. We're going to crush the week. We're going to crush the month. And obviously, we're going to crush our promotion that we have with the company. This is how it's going to look to close. Here's your 1 hour. Maybe it's a little cleaner, right? This was just some good pullback. And now we're expecting it to keep going down. Literally, down here. Okay? We're anticipating a few hundred good pips for all the cross pairs, whether it's AUDJPY, EURJPY, or GBPJPY. All right? We're going to cover them again throughout the week live on live calls. If you missed this call, it's okay. You can go over it. You can learn from this call. This call is recorded, so I'll post it. And you guys can start to, learn what we're doing. But straight up, we are looking, just to be clear one more time, for you to leave the call. We're looking for the JPY to get weak. Push down. Okay? With that being said, with the JPY pushing down, all our trades are going to go to the moon. Okay? Who's going to go to the moon? Well, we're going to start with the first pair that we like to trade, and that would be GBP. GBP, JPY, we have Euro, we have AUD, and Euro. That's the three pairs we like for right now for this week coming. We like AUD, we like Euro, and we like GBP against the JPY, all to go straight to the moon, okay? Can you see what I was throwing you? I'm writing it up. Euro, AUD, and GBP, right? With that being said, I'll throw those in the chart. Look, we already had this originally. Just anticipate a little pullback into here and to come higher. Put it here. There's EJ. And then you have GJ. So we'll put it in the team chat here. We're only expecting a little bit of a pullback. It's going to be one of two options. Okay. So that's our call. It wasn't too long. It was quick. It was simple. We're not going to keep it too complicated. It's this simple, guys, because you can see now clearly with your structure. Look, with your weekly candle structure close, that's clean. We're expecting price to at least come up back here, which is still a solid, get a little pullback, and even if not, a good 500 pips, guys. Okay? You have 500 pips for GJ. You have with EJ a good 300 here. Okay? And then with AJ, not going to be as much. Right? GBP is going to give you the most. 300, almost 400. Okay? So those are the three pairs we're going to go over for the week once we're live. Those are the only pairs we're going to focus on. They look good. They look clean. We'll follow that with the basket tanking. As long as that basket tanks, we're going to go to the moon, guys. Okay? So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here. Any questions you have, send me a message, and we'll be back to crush the market tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, wherever you're logging in from around the globe. Thank you again. Have a great day. Ciao.